Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Monday's Sunrise Vinyasa. Joining today, we have had Titans. I think he got a little kind of shy, so he's not going to be joining us anymore today. All right, so let's take a moment here to find a nice tall seat so that we begin today's practice. Beginning to close your eyes and slow your breath. Lengthen your breath, your inhalation and your exhalation. There we go. I'm beginning to take all of your awareness to every point of contact onto your mat. So the entire area behind the glutes, the thighs, the edges of your calves that are resting on the ground, the outer edges of your ankles. Notice the heaviness of the body as it sinks into your mat. Allowing your entire base to melt into the earth, rooting your foundation. And upon your next inhalation, guiding your breath up the entire length of the spine, lifting vertebra by vertebra all the way up through the crown of the head, aligning the chin with the earth. As you find a nice, tall, long spine, sliding the arms alongside the trunk, naturally opening up the chest. Begin to pull the navel back towards the spine, finding integrity throughout the core of the body. And beginning to allow your breath to settle back to a neutral state. Beginning to focus the mind, sharpening the mind, using the breath as your anchor. Noticing all of the subtle sensations that come along with the breath as it comes in through the nostrils and exhales out through the nostrils. Notice where the breath goes within the body. Notice the areas of expansion throughout the upper chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. As you sink into yourself, start to find your intention for today's practice. Begin to name your intention. Find a single word for that intention. And begin to place that word right at the center of the heart. As that word becomes clearer to you, you can start to see the edges, every corner of every letter, every curve, becoming clearer and clearer. Manifesting right at the heart's center. We're going to take 3 breaths in total. On the 3rd breath, we're going to exhale into Om to start today's practice. Let's guide the hands towards heart's center, resting the length of the thumbs over the sternum. On every inhalation, Pull the breath in from the crown of the head, guiding the breath in through the center of the heart. On every inhalation, awakening every cell within the heart, integrating your intention from the heart's center. As you exhale, exhale the intention from the heart's center throughout the entire body, spreading your intention throughout every single cell like a wildfire, all the way down to the tips of the toes, the tips of the fingers, all the way up to the crown of the head. And on the last final breath, on the third exhalation, we'll exhale into Om. 3 breaths in total, beginning now. Inhaling. Exhaling your intention throughout your entire framework. Inhaling to energize the heart, awaken your intention. Exhaling your intention throughout every single cell of your entire being. Let us inhale to Om now to begin today's practice. Rubbing your hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. And once you find that the hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of the touch. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. All right, let's get started today by flipping ourselves over into tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So from here, we're going to start into a couple of cat-cows. We're going to inhale into cat, exhale into cow. For those of us who have never done cat-cow before, it's quite simple. So on your inhalation, you're going to tuck the tailbone under as you begin to lift the spine. As you're lifting the spine, you're going to pull the navel into the spine. And then you're going to lift the back of the heart through the space between the shoulders. Release the weight of the head and allow the crown of the head to face the earth. That is cat. That's what we're going to inhale into. On your exhalation, you're going to soften the entire length of the spine, allowing the belly to drape to the earth as you slowly begin to open up your chest and take your gaze forward into cow. Now, on your exhalation into cow, you may choose to open your mouth and exhale a sigh on each round. For 4 breaths, inhale cat. Exhaling into cow. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Keeping your toes tucked under, let's take the sit bones all the way back onto the heels. And then from here, we're going to be coming in and out of this pose. So we've done this a few times over the past couple of weeks. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale forward past the wrists. Before you reach the wrists, the spine is going to get curled up towards the sky. You're going to fluff up the space between the shoulders. As you begin to shift over the wrists, the belly is going to sink down to the earth just like it does in cow. Your chest is going to open and your crown is going to lift, kind of just like a wave. So from here, spine is nice and curled in flexion. You're going to keep the spine in flexion as you start to shift forward, pulling the navel towards the spine to support it. Inhale, navel to spine, shift the spine up towards the ceiling, shifting into tabletop position. As you begin to shift past the wrists, descend the belly and open up the chest. Exhale, sit bones back. Beautiful. Now that we know what we're doing, let's go for 4 rounds. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, table. Okay, and then on your exhalation, you're going to dip your hips over towards the right, and then you're going to swing your sit bones all the way past the heels. On your inhalation, you're going to guide your hips up through the left. Exhale to take your sit back across the heels. Inhale to the right. So you're going to keep swinging your hips from side to side, making your journey across the heels to get a little bit of fluidity through the outer hips. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, so from here, we're going to take the sit bones back onto the heels, and we're going to lift the spine. So I'm going to let you know right away, I promise you your toes are not going to break off. We're going to stay here for a little bit. We're just going to open up the back meridian line. So at the end of last week, I started explaining that the entire back line is actually our urinary bladder line. So we start by opening up that line through the base of the feet. So our feet have been trapped in shoes for many, many months. So we're going to start to open up that line. So we're going to keep those toes tucked under just here for a little bit. All right, so from here, we're going to start to work up the wrists, warm up the wrists rather, and the arms. You're going to take your arms parallel towards the earth, and you're going to start pumping your hands. Pump, 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 pump. It's not going to feel like a heck of a lot right now. Just wait. Keep those hands pumping. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your hands up nice and high. Beautiful. All right, keep them pumping for 5, 4, 3. Your toes are fine. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keep them pumping as you shift them back right in front of you for 5, 4. Keep pumping those hands. 3, 2, and 1. Take the palms together, interlace the fingers, roll out your wrists. 3, 2, 1. Take the hands over the shoulders. We're going to guide the elbows nice and wide, and you're going to start to make little tiny circles all the way back. So your little circles are going to start to gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger as you keep these rotations throughout the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change directions. 5, 4. Can start making your circles a little bit smaller going forward. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. Let's get off those toes. Untuck the toes. Beautiful. Now you're going to take your sit bones back. Take a couple breaths here. Nice big inhale. And nice big exhale. One more breath. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, we're going to start off by taking the pinkies towards the outer edges of the mat. You're going to open up your fingers nice and wide. You're going to press through the heels of the palms, the lengths of the fingers, until the center of the palms begin to lift away from the mat. So this action right here is actually going to support your shoulder girdle. You're going to start to push your mat away from you as you release the shoulders away from the ears, taking your drishti, which is your gaze, towards the inner thighs. Take one more breath here as you descend the heels of the feet closer to the earth. On the next inhalation, bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, trace the sun on the way up, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart to center, Samastitihi. Open up your arms alongside the body, palms facing forward. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. We're going to relax the entire length of the arms and the hands. And then we're going to tuck the chin into the chest. On your exhalation, you're going to slowly start to roll the spine all the way down into your forward fold. As you're rolling down, imagine as though your arms are like cooked noodles. They're soft and draping forward, allowing your shoulders to become heavy. At the end of your range of motion, you're going to start to bend your knees here slightly and making sure that your belly and your chest rest over the thighs. And you're going to guide your left hand on the outskirts of your right ankle. Coming into a twist, we're going to straighten out that right leg. You're going to inhale, right hand up to the sky, opening up your chest. Exhale to switch. Right hand on the left ankle. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach. Synchronizing your breath with your movements. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach for 4. Continue to shift from side to side. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, back to center. Excellent. From here, we're going to do about 3 more rounds of cat-cow. We're going to slide our hands over the feet. Keep the knees bent here. Take the sit bones back into space. And we're going to slide the hands just past the knees here. So keeping our nice steady little seat here, we're already into cow. So the arms are drawing in towards the trunk. And the belly is facing towards the earth. On your inhalation, tuck the tailbone, pull the navel back into the spine, and then make a strong C shape with the spine, taking the spine out behind you. Inhale, cat. Exhale to cow. Last 2 breaths. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. At the base of your exhalation, inhale, trace the sun on the way up, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart to center, Samastitihi. Excellent. All right, starting through our sun salutations, we're going to go for 3A and 3B. Inhale, Hastasana, reach up to the sky, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart to center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the arms and the navel in. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking 3 of the longest breaths that you can take here, lengthening your inhalation and your exhalation. Last breath. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, trace the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, Hastasana, arms up. Exhale, folding, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the arms and the navel in. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Last breath. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, trace the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Last breath. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop, or step towards the front of the mat. Careful with your toes. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, trace the sun on the way up, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. Perfect. All right, coming in through Sun Salutations B, starting off with chair. So from here, on your inhalation, you're going to take the arms alongside the ears. You're going to send your sit bones way back into space. If you cannot see your feet, your hips are not far enough back. So make sure that you can still see your feet. Shift your sit bones back. And then from here, you're going to shift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, guiding the arms alongside the ears. Press to the feet. Push the feet away from each other. And then at the base of your inhalation, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the navel and the arms in. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the base of your exhalation, you're going to inhale, right foot steps forward. You're going to pivot the back, landing on the heel to heel alignment. Going to square the hips, navel to spine, bending your right knee greatly, guiding your hands towards each other, fingertips up to the sky, gazing at the base of the palms. At the base of your inhalation, you're going to exhale, hands come back down to the ground, pivot the back foot, step the right foot back, plank, flowing through Vinyasa, lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the base of your exhalation, inhale, left foot steps forward. You're going to pivot the back foot, heel to heel alignment, bending your left knee greatly, taking the fingertips up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands come back down, step back plank, and flowing through Vinyasa. Lowering down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And let's take about 3 long deep breaths here. Now you got 2 more of those left to do, and then we will continue. Last breath. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step towards the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana, trace the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. Beautiful, totally skipped the chair there. Your legs may be grateful. Anyways, inhale, chair pose. Take your arms alongside the ears, fingertips up to the sky, slide your sit bones way back into space. Pressing through the feet, push your ankles away from each other. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Lengthening the spine through the crown of the head. Exhale, hop or step back plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the arms and the navel inward. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot the back, heel to heel alignment, navel to spine, fingertips to the sky. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back plank. And lowering all the way down to the ground on empty lungs, hugging everything in to support the body. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Virabhadrasana on the left side, warrior 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back plank, and lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Pressing in through all 4 limbs equally. Releasing the full weight of the head, giving yourself a couple of yeses and nos, swinging your head from side to side, front to back. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Guide your sit bones way back into space. Take your seat, coming into chair pose. Inhale to trace the fingertips across the earth up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Going in through one more round of sun salutations B. Inhale, chair. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the navel and the arms inward. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. At the base of your exhalation, inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot the back, warrior one. Exhale, plank. Lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back, warrior one. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back plank. Lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for the length of 3 deep breaths. Last breath. Navel to spine, knees bend, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Descend your sit bones way back into space. Take your seat. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Excellent. All right, so we're going to get a little bit funky and fun today. So usually I only do this in therapeutic classes, but it's Monday. So this is a really fun way to open up your hips. So this is called the breath of joy. Side effects are smiling, sometimes even a little bit of giggling and laughter. So this is a 2-part thing. So breath is incredibly important. So when you breathe, I want you to think about taking these big zips of inhalation, kind of like you're sticking your face into a giant bouquet of freshly cut flowers. And then also on your deep exhalation, exhale through the mouth, force that breath out. And then we're also going to move while we're breathing. So the breath looks like this. And then we're going to move with that. You're going to go inhale forward, palms up. Inhale to the sides. Inhale forward once again. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees and throw everything out behind you. Okay? And then you're going to inhale to come all the way back up again. All right, let's start moving in 3, 2, 1. In. Keep going. A little faster. Swing those arms about. Big breath. Three more. 2. Last one. Beautiful. All right, so now their hips a little bit open. We're going to come in and out of a squat, and then we're going to go back into our vinyasas. All right, so on your inhalation, you're going to trace the sun all the way up, overhead. On your exhalation, you're going to pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, and come into your forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. So if you ever hear that cue, lift and lengthen, you have no idea what we're talking about, you're going to lengthen the entire spine while pressing through that soft spot right at the center of your head. Imagine as though you're pushing someone away from you right from the center of your head, lengthening the entire spine. On your exhalation, you're going to scoop the belly in, and then you're going to take the hands towards the heart center, bend the knees, take the sit bones down towards the earth. All right, so that is round one. We're going to do that 4 more times. On the last round, we're going to stay down here. Inhale, trace the sun on the way up, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, take the sit bones down to the earth. Inhale, trace the sun on the way up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the heart, sit bones to the earth. All right, we've got 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the heart, sit bones to the earth. All right, we've got 1 more. So on this last one, the next time we come down, we're going to stay down. You have the option of either staying still or you can come into a twist with me. Inhale, trace the sun, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the heart, sink the sit bones down to the earth. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to instruct the folks who want to stay still. So if you're going to want to stay still here, you're going to reach to the crown of the head, lengthen the entire spine. You're going to squeeze the legs in, and you're going to push the arms out. Equal strength throughout all 4 limbs. All right, so if you want to stay still here, have at it. Close your eyes and go inward. For everyone else who wants to take a twist, we're going to take the left hand down to the ground. As we inhale, you're going to reach up to the sky through the right hand. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Let's do 2 more times on either side. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Perfect. 1 more time on both sides. Our hips are almost there. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Step back towards the front of your mat. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down empty lungs, hugging the navel in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, pivot the back foot. You're going to keep your right hand planted on the ground, right on the outer edge of the right leg. You're going to keep your right knee bent right over your ankle here. And then as you inhale, you're going to reach up towards the ceiling. On your exhalation, you're going to swing the left arm across the earth, reaching it all the way over the ear, and then you're going to reach all the way past the crown of the head. You're going to push back through the edge of the left foot, one long line throughout the entire left side of the body. Spire your left armpit back, keeping your chest nice and open for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior 2, taking your gaze past the right fingertips, pushing your feet away from each other, sliding your shoulders over your hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the left arm across the back body, taking the hands over towards the right hip crest. Flip the right palm up. Inhale to sweep the fingertips across the ceiling. As you exhale, take a slightly deeper bend in that right knee as you slide the fingertips back. For 3, 2, and 1. Navel to spine, and windmill the arms all the way back down to the ground. Step back plank, vinyasa, or child's pose. Let's take 3 breaths here. Last breath. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale to pivot the back. Guide the left palm on the outskirts of the left foot. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep the right fingertips across the earth, guiding the arm right over the ear. Press back through the edge of the right foot, reaching all the way fiercely towards the front through the right fingertips, lengthening the entire right side of the body for 3, 2, and 1. Navel to spine. Inhale to windmill the arms up, rise, sinking into that left leg, and shifting your shoulders over your hips for 3. Push your feet away from each other. 2, and 1. Sweep the right arm across the back body over towards the left hip. Flip the left palm up. Inhale to trace the ceiling with the left fingertips all the way up, sinking into your left leg as you trace the fingertips back. For 3, 2, and 1. Navel to spine, windmill the arms all the way down. Vinyasa or child's pose. Take one more breath here. Perfect. Let's inhale, right foot steps forward. On your exhalation, you're going to pivot the back foot, taking the edge of the foot in line with the short edge of the mat. Inhale to windmill your arms back up to warrior 2. And then from here, you're going to start to straighten out that right leg. Then you're going to shift the right fingertips past the right toes, pivot from the hips, and you're going to come into your fold here into Trikonasana, triangle posture. You're going to make sure that that right knee has a slight micro bend to protect the back of the knee. So whenever you're actually stretching out your hamstrings, the sensations are not going to come from the back of your knee. They're actually going to come from the belly of your muscles, so your calf and your thigh. Take the outer right hand into the inner right leg. You're going to reach up to the sky through the left fingertips, keeping your chest nice and open here. You're going to continuously reach through the crown of the head to lengthen both sides of the body. For 3, 2, and 1. You're going to start to bend the right knee. Inhale, windmill the arms all the way up. From here, you're going to pivot the back foot. So you're going to come in line all the way towards the front, squaring your hips towards the front of the mat. Fingertips are going to reach up to the sky into high lunge. Press back to the left heel. Nice, strong supporting leg. Beautiful. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your exhalation, you're going to guide your hands back down to the ground. You're going to straighten out that right leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Square the hips, navel to spine. Exhale to forward fold. Last breath here. Guide your exhalations throughout the entire back side of the right leg. Inhale, sweep forward, bending the right knee. Exhale, step the right foot back, plank, flowing through Vinyasa or child's pose. One breath in downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, pivot the back. Inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten out the left leg. Slide the left fingertips past the left toes. Pivot from the hip. And coming into your fold here into Trikonasana. Reaching up to the sky through the right fingertips, pushing your feet away from each other, and reaching through the crown of the head. Keeping the left side nice and long, just like the right. For 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to inhale, rise up, bending the left knee. We're going to pivot the back foot, take the fingertips up towards the ceiling, into your high lunge. Nice strong bend on that left knee, pressing back through the right heel, and keeping your gaze nice and steady towards the front. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. You're going to start to straighten out that left leg. Send the right heel back. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen, square the hips. Scoop the belly in, exhale, forward fold. Three, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweeping forward, bending the left knee. Step back, plank, last vinyasa, or coming straight into child's pose. Take one more breath in downward facing dog. At the base of the exhalation, you're going to bend the knees, take a look at the front of the mat. This time we're going to cross the legs in order to come back into a sitting position. So we're going to step the right foot towards the left hand, left foot towards the right, crossing the legs, bending the knees, sit bones down to the earth, uncross the legs, plant the feet, knees are bent. All right. So one of my favorite ways to come down is through activating the core of the body, the abdominal muscles. So we're going to do that again today. This time, instead of swimming back, we're just going to go back all at once. So we're going to go 5 rounds. And then on the 6th round, we're going to just melt the entire length of the spine back down towards the mat. So from here, let's take the hands behind the thighs. Then from here, if you would like a challenge, you can point the toes, or even you can lift the feet. So from here, all we're going to do is we're going to inhale, tuck the tailbone under, just like in cat, and then you're going to curl the spine back. Exhale to lift the crown of the head back up to the ceiling. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. All right, that was 2. Let's go for 3 more. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Tuck the knees into the chest. You're going to roll the spine back down. Perfect. All right. So from here, we're going to take our arms into either T or cactus. You're going to swish the knees from side to side. Perfect. Before coming back into Shavasana, we're going to do 1 round of bridge, followed by happy baby. So for bridge position, let's guide the arms alongside the body. Spread the toes, spread the fingers. On your inhalation, you're going to press through the feet, lift the hips up nice and high. Inhale, lift. You're going to fire up the entire back line. Press through the feet, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up even higher. Guide the heart towards the chin for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine back down, hug the knees into the chest. Slide the knees wide, even as wide as your armpits, or maybe even wider. You're going to keep the knees bent as wide. And then you're going to shift the base of the feet up towards the sky into happy baby. You're going to grab the edges of your feet with the hands. You're going to keep your legs bent as much as you can towards the 90-degree angle here, guiding your knees towards the ground, opening up your hips. So from here in Happy Baby, I'm sure that we've all seen happy babies in this pose at some point in our lives. They're not necessarily still. So you can either keep your hands where they are on the outer edges of the feet, or you can take your big toe and you're going to start to get a little bit dynamic here in your movement to release any residual tension throughout the body. You can start to extend one leg out of the other, tipping from one side. You can guide the opposite heel in towards the groin as you extend. You can even extend both legs out at the same time if you want. You can guide both heels in if you'd like to. You can draw circles with your feet and your knees. Become real, true happy babies here and find dynamic movement within Happy Baby. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly beginning to release the entire body back down to the earth. Give yourself a little bit of a wiggle, lengthening your spine. And then to create a little bit of space between the shoulder blades, resting the back of the heart to the earth, you're going to guide the palms overhead. Palms touch, fingertips are facing the ceiling. You're going to keep your head heavily resting on the ground. On your inhalation, you're going to lift the shoulder blades off the earth, guiding the fingertips up to the ceiling. On your exhale, to spread your wingspan long, nice and wide. Beautiful. And as your spine rests to the earth, slowly begin to close your eyes, preparing your lungs to take the biggest, deepest, longest breath that you can take. A long drawn inhalation through the nostrils, exhaling a sigh. The base of your exhalation, releasing every single fiber of the body towards the earth, melting, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Noticing how the entire body is fully enveloped by the ground which supports you. Surrendering the weight of the body to gravity. Allowing you to sink into your mat. Noticing all of the beautiful sensations throughout the body in this restful state. From the tips of the toes, up through the legs, the torso, the arms, and the head. Let's finish today's practice lying down in Shavasana without shifting positions. Guiding your thumbs underneath your armpits and resting the palms of the hands and the lengths of the fingers over the chest. allowing your arms to relax alongside the body as your hands rest over the heart and the lungs. Take a couple deep breaths here, noticing the expansion of every inhalation. Finishing today's practice with one sound of M, with your lips sealed, sending your hum, the sound on your exhalation, throughout every corner of your body, spreading the sound into every single cell throughout your entire framework. Let us take our inhalation now. Guiding the palms together, rubbing them vigorously together, creating heat through friction. Once your hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of their touch. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. Hugging the knees into the chest. And rolling over towards the right side of the body. Planting the left hand on the earth in front of the chest. Taking a moment here, a couple of breaths. Giving yourself gratitude for bringing yourself to your mat today. For honoring your body. For moving. For breathing. For going inward. And then the next inhalation, rising up into a seated position. It has been an absolute honor guiding you in today's practice as per usual. Happy Monday. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, and freedom. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. Namaste. All right, so if anyone is joining in for the first time, I will let you know right away that this happens every single morning at 7 a.m. right on the dot, Mondays through Fridays. Of course, if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see within the practice, please let me know. Drop a message on any of the videos, and I will be more than happy to fulfill any and all requests. Namaste to you as well, Stella. And to everyone else, I hope that the sun, regardless if it's shining outside or not, is always shining within you. Until tomorrow. Bye. If I can close the stream. Okay, perfect.